Well, happy Monday to
Good
you.
morning, everybody.
We did not make it to the pool this week, Friday,
Or
because
Saturday.
we are lazy. Well, actually, maybe just a little more tired than lazy. What's the matter?
Nothing.
All right. So, yeah, we went to the Sheraton. The
Good
Sheraton
morning.
yesterday.
Is it Monday again?
It
is, my
Monday.
dear. Good morning, Debbie.
It's always Monday. Every 7 frickin' days.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Monday.
Why?
Our color is still off.
It's fine. I think the lights are a little bright. But yeah, so I went to the Sheraton yesterday. I think their brunch is absolutely amazing.
It was nice. All what I could taste.
It's about 600 pesos. I can't remember.
650.
But you get a 20% discount if you show your driver's license.
Mexico.
Like if you're
you have to be
a
resident.
Local. And man, it was really good. They have lots of good stuff there.
Bottomless mimosas, which were nice. Again, I couldn't taste it.
Now, they only offered us mimosas. I wonder if it would have been okay if we had like green juice or something like that. I think that's probably included in the brunch.
Yeah, I don't know what other beverages were included.
So I'm going to quickly go through and try and recall the foods they had. So you start off, it's got eggs, sausage, no bacon.
No.
That was weird.
And we didn't ask, so we don't know if you could get bacon.
Yeah. Then
beans,
paella. Yeah. Oh yeah, paella. That's right. Then they've got.
Was that any good?
I liked it. It was good. They had like a Mexican soups. Then Mexican foods.
They had a turkey.
And
a meat place that had some barbecued meats.
You'd get like a 3 or 4 types of meat. They had chorizo,
kind of like a Brazilian
beef,
type thing.
Ribs. Yeah. They had ribs. They had pancakes,
French
toast, and then tacos, etc.
Chilaquiles, did we say that?
And the dessert area really wasn't as good as other places.
Yeah, so they also they had tacos al pastor. They had a little Baja California thing. So I went up there and I said, "Do you guys have shrimp tacos?" And they're like, "No, but we have fish tacos." So they were quite good. They were pretty stingy on the cauliflower, though. I'm like, "Can I have more? I don't want salsa. I just want cauliflower."
One thing I thought was interesting was right beside us was the ocean. I thought that was kind of nice.
Because the Sheraton is on the beach. Yeah.
It is very lovely.
And normally you are allowed to stay and swim, but because of COVID.
Yeah, for that price, that includes like a day pass on Sunday, which is really cool.
Does Monday really matter in Mexico? Depends. We work, so sort of important.
That's funny. So yeah, we got a couple of, one for sure of our sales sort of worked out. So nothing really has worked out.
We're still working on 3, so we're still going. We
are still going.
They're all looking good.
They are.
But
So Friday, what did we do Friday? Saturday we had the girls for a few hours, which was lovely. I mean, it really is awesome to have them.
Did we have them Friday too? Did we have them both days?
I don't know. But the girls are getting so old now, older. I mean, they're still only 1.5 and 3. But man, they're just getting so awesome as far as the things they do, the things they say.
Their personalities are getting bigger, right? So
yeah, they're fantastic. They really are. So what can we talk about today? Well, one thing you had mentioned was buying properties in an LLC in Mexico. And it's a very interesting question because people can divert tax issues from their countries up there to down here. The problem is that if it doesn't have a name attached to it, a personal name, and you don't get a visa, because you can't get a visa on a corporate name, then there is no capital gains exemptions. And you have to start getting an accountant and filing monthly. So people that think they will save money will never, ever save money. Just because the Mexican government has all kinds of ways to get money from you. So I think the best thing is just to keep it in your name, if you can, and do that. I mean, if
there's really no benefit down here, because even if you save your yearly trust fee, you're still paying that in accountant fees. And that quote that guy gave was a super cheap accountant.
Yeah. Now, one thing that is
So,
interesting that we have heard mention of, we've never actually seen it, is there's a few U.S. States where you can establish a corporation very inexpensively and just sell the corporation up in the States, and then that property becomes an asset of the corporation. That is very interesting because if you're not selling it here, then you're not going to pay any taxation here. What is interesting with that, though, is that if there's any debts attached to the corporation that you assume that are hidden, that would be a problem.
yeah, we don't know a lot about that, but
Kira says, "Good morning. I'm here now from Edmonton. Please pray for me. My chest is sore today." Ouch. Yeah, whatever you do, for gosh sakes, do not go to the doctors unless, of course, you're having a difficult time breathing. But please, if you can, get ivermectin if it's COVID. Or what is it? The magical virus, I believe is what they call it now. So that way it doesn't get taken down off of YouTube or Facebook, but we can still talk about the magical virus. Yeah, and
good morning, Jolene.
guys, it has nothing to do with the frickin' virus. None of this has anything to do with the virus. It just has to do with control of our governments and control. Are we slaves or are we free? We need to first put that up here. Are we slaves or are we free? If we're slaves, hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're free, we better fight.
So today we are going to pop over to the office. No photos.
Yeah, we want to see what they're doing.
And we want to see how it's coming along. We picked up some more paint for the bathroom and the ceiling. We're kind of doing this slightly off-white. It's actually quite a nice color in the same color palette that the yellow is. So it'll all match.
Wow. So yeah, there you go. You now know what's going on in our life. Today, this weekend actually, I ran the still, and I finally got rid of that alcohol that I've had for over a month and a half, just sitting in a garbage can, waiting.
Patiently waiting.
Patiently, I mean, who cares?
He keeps giving me samples because, he tests it every once in a while. And I'm like, John, I can't tell you if it's good or not.
Yeah, which I can't figure out why you wanted to go to the Sheraton if you can't taste anything. And as we're there, she's like, this is just so lovely. I mean, I can't taste anything, but I just love being here. I love this. I love that. And, okay.
It was actually a really nice, we haven't done anything like that in a long time.
They had a mariachi.
They had mariachi near
and
the end.
The xylophone guys.
Yeah.
Which are called something here.
Yeah, I know. But they were good too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
good morning, Sheila. How are you?
If you go to Xochimilco, which is just outside of Mexico City, and we do recommend going to Xochimilco. It's all like
canals,
etc. And there are people on boats. You've got the mariachi people. They'll come on your boat. They'll come to your boat to tie themselves up and do the mariachi thing. There are the xylophone guys, which have a name, can't remember, and also the banda guys. Will come, and so you've got the street people
and food.
Food
vendors come. Some of them have like prepared things. Some of them cook right there on their boat.
And you want to go on a Sunday.
They have a drink guy that comes around.
Yeah, makes you drinks.
And of course souvenirs. You got to get that little Xochimilco boat. Take it home with you.
It is true. I mean,
we have one somewhere. I don't know where it is.
It's a great, great place.
It is. It's just a fun experience.
The reason I love Mexico with all of my heart is you go to these historical towns like Morelia. In one square block, they've got as much history as all of Alberta's history together. And just in one city block. It is magical, these places.
Leslie, it's a town called Xochimilco, which starts with an X. Just outside of Mexico City, or
when we were there
in
February, or I don't remember when we were there.
October, November, because we went to Oaxaca. We were hoping to hit some Day of the Dead stuff, which we did, but not as much as we were hoping.
So here we pay 15 pesos a kilo for tomatoes. There, 3 pesos a kilo.
Yeah,
I mean, just the quality of life is the money goes further. The problem here is that, rents,
we have the ocean,
mortgages, the pay, everything is higher here. So your cost of living is higher here as well. Mortgages as well. Because there you can get a Mexican, it's through their social services. And I can't remember the name of it for the life of me.
Infonavit.
Infonavit credits. So you can actually get
No, they can't.
yeah, they
a
can.
Mexican
Mexicans can if they're paying into the Infonavit system.
They're working. They have to be obviously working, and it's a service perk. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. It's
But you can get a house for $50 to $100 as a mortgage. I mean, it all
Per
depends
month.
on how much
Per
you
month.
make. Yeah, per month. So it is absolutely amazing, that system, where people can get these houses. And you can do it here, but the credit is so small compared to the price, generally speaking, for where most tourists would buy.
again,
that
it's not for
worth it.
tourists.
Yeah, no. But where tourists buy, prices just skyrocket.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a good idea if you want to buy homes.
Esther said
To
that
do it
your
off to the side.
Facebook feed is going in and out. She had to go to mine.
Oh, interesting.
Sheila and Glenda, are you guys finding that as well?
Maybe it's because we talked about the magical virus. Who knows? But yeah, we've got to quit giving money to these big frickin' corporations that are owning our ass, and they have for probably 4 or 5 years now, where they think they can tell us what we can think,
No more
who they can
Costco
hire.
for you then.
I know. Because apparently in Arizona, we just had a friend who was there, and she said that you're supposed to wear masks at Costco. What the F is up with that? It's a free state.
Yet again, she didn't, and no one said anything to her.
That's true.
And she didn't realize because no one else was mandating them, so she stopped wearing it, and then
she kept saying, "You're going to just love Texas.
So
you're just going to love Texas because Texas is open and you can do whatever you want there."
Yeah, Sheila and Glenda are both saying that it is working for them. So Esther, it might be you.
Who knows, Christy? Who knows? I don't think it's you, Esther. I think it's Facebook and the magical virus.
Yeah. Anyhow.
So today is another beautiful day.
Monday.
I think we will go to the pool today. I think we have to.
We have an appointment this afternoon, so I don't know.
With who? Oh, that I don't know? Is it a secret appointment?
No.
Should I know it?
Yes. We talked about it the other day. And again last night.
Huh. I'm going to look in my calendar. Is it in my calendar?
Nope.
Oh, I know what it is now. What time is that at?
1:30.
Oh, well, we can go early. I think so.
What?
We can go to the pool right after this.
There isn't even... Oh, I guess there is sun.
There is sun now.
No, I'm not going to the pool.
All right. I don't think we'll ever go to the pool again.
It's probably Biden, Esther said.
Probably is. Yeah, actually, I thought
old-timers disease coming along. Yeah, he's doing well with his old-timers disease.
Yeah, I really can't grab words anymore. If it's not real estate related, I don't know. And even if it is real estate related, if it's a very specific term, I've got to ask Christy. Yeah, in and out in Manitoba also. That's according to Clem.
Well, Manitoba's not open, but Texas is, so that's maybe why Glenda can get it. I don't know.
Yeah, what the hell is up with this world?
I don't know.
Guys, we really need to pay attention because this is going on all around the world right now, and we need to wake up. Australia, the cops are firing rubber bullets and tear gas on their citizens, telling them, "You've got to stay home. You've got to stay home." This has nothing to do with freaking health. If it had anything to do with health, do you think they'd be firing rubber bullets at people? Like, really? Really? Yeah, it's just... it doesn't make sense. These people are all getting beat up and banged up because they want their freaking freedom. I get it. It is nice being free. And all of these things that have been happening in the West, it's horrible. And what's happening in Afghanistan, oh my gosh, that is absolutely terrible. People are jumping from planes, getting crushed at the airport to try and get out. Of course, the Americans are going, "You got to take care of it yourself." Biden's like, "History is going to reflect well on me." Yeah, I saw that this morning. What did you see this morning? We don't know.
Oh, about the Australia thing, probably. Yeah,
it's absolutely horrible. Free Australia, because without Australia is this trial balloon. They're really trying in Australia. They've been under COVID lockdown for over 200 days this last year and a half, and they're just sick and tired of it. And the funny thing is the government took their guns 5-7 years ago, They're like, just be happy with calling the police. After a crime, call the police. Don't protect yourself. Just after the crime, call the police. It's stupid. Yeah, with rubber bullets, yeah, it is horrible what's going on in Australia right now. And yeah, guys, it's coming everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If we do not get new government with people who actually give a crap about you, it's going to be everywhere. And it's not going to be a fun world. This will not be a fun world for your kids, for your grandkids. So I don't care how old you are. If you're not willing to fight for this, you've given up. And you're just going to allow this to continue for them. And guys, I want my kids to be free. I was watching this great lady. She was an economist. Kit, I believe, is her last name. I believe. And she was like the head of HUD and stuff in 2006 and stuff. And she was going on and saying, if you really want to protect your kids, if you really take away their cell phones, because big corporations are going after our kids, fricking with their minds, and homeschool. Get rid of the cell phones and homeschool. Then nobody has outside influence over your kids. And boy, I'm so fortunate and blessed that we homeschooled our kids. And I mean, now obviously they're in the world, but at the same time, I think
have a good base.
They have a very good base.
Good morning, Rose. How are you?
Hello, hello. Also, one of the things that this lady was talking about was in the 1600s in the Norwegian area, etc. They had actually started
Norwegian area.
Well, like
Norway.
Norway and Finland, Sweden, all of that area. They had talked about how they built Antwerp and all these other cities. They had plague laws, and the plague laws allowed them to exert control, extract funds, and build cities. So she was saying that if we really want to do this, we have to fund lawyers that are willing to sue governments, courts, etc.
Canada has that. They have that freedom, whatever, that they are actively watching all of this about the vaccine passports and stuff like that.
Stop giving money to Costco's and Amazons and these big corporations that are exerting control over us. If they disagree with anything that their employee says on social media or whatever, they fire them. This has got to stop. We have to sue these people and make them pay. Make them pay. So yeah, and what she was saying is we need to, and if you really want to see, she was saying she was sitting with somebody in Switzerland, a rich person, and they're saying, so do you want to know what the newest thing in luxury is in Switzerland? She's like, okay. She says, you buy a farm, you bring somebody from Romania to grow that farm, you grow your own food. That way you know what's in your food. Because unfortunately they're spraying all of these poisons and crap, which cause us to be ill, which cause us to go to the doctors, which cause us to use big pharma, big healthcare, insurance, and government.
So
we're just cogs in the machine, guys.
Rose said Rocco Galati is fighting for Canada. And Jim said, good morning, guys. I'm sorry to say I do not believe it will be a great life for our grandchildren. No. Not a matter of if, it is when.
Well, I don't know. There's a hell of a lot of guns in America. A lot of guns in America. And there are people that will use those guns, and God bless them. I hope they do.
Mice in the maze.
Yeah, we're either going to have a civil war and or a world war. I mean, that's what's coming up here. You can feel it. It's terrible that I'm too old to do anything now.
Really depressing.
It is.
You are.
Well, we live in Mexico. I mean, come on. We're in Mexico. Mexico is so off the grid in so many ways.
They had a great plan, but the gig is up. You think so, Rose? You think the gig is up? I'm not 100% sure yet.
Yeah, according in Australia, if Australia is a clue, they're still testing. What can we get away with? What can we get away with? And until people start taking these people out politically or not. Yeah, I do love living in Mexico. I love having the beach. We can't go because you won't take me.
Such a baby.
I kind of am. But, once I get some sun in me, I feel good.
Go stand outside.
That's what I'll do. Take my shirt off, just stand up there. Neighbors are like, the property values are plummeting.
Good. We'll buy more.
We'll buy more. Yeah. So start giving
Millions of people around the world are protesting. That is true. The protests have been ramped up. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully that buys us a little bit more time.
Yeah, because we're all heading in one direction. The thing is, in the last election, not the last one where Biden won, where Hillary thought she won, but they were shocked because the people were so pissed off at what was going on. There were so many votes that they could not jerry-rig it enough. So this last one, though, they were prepared, man. We got COVID.
They figured out how to do it.
Well, vote. Send your votes in. We're gonna mail votes to everybody. You mail them in.
Twice.
Yes, sometimes
if you're
3, 4, 5 times. People getting busted right now in California with the thousands of ballots in their vehicle. And it is absolutely horrific what has happened. And
that can't really be happening. That's what all our friends say.
Yeah, they're you know what they are. Yeah, it's a very strange world we live in where people have been they're either morons or they're evil.
How about foolish or evil?
No, Christie, we are talking about the collapse of the world.
I still don't like that word moron.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not a fun time. It's not a good time. So that's why I'm always now saying, you know what, if you really want to protect yourself, really just come to Mexico. Live some years here at the beach. We've been here now almost 18 years. I'm not going to lie. I've flipping loved it here. And I'm going to continue to love it. And when I don't love it here, we'll go somewhere else in Mexico and love it there. Because this is a big country. There's not a lot of people here. You'd think that would be the same with Canada, but anytime you go north, it just gets colder and colder. That's dumb.
Yeah. It does get colder here when you go north. Just not as cold.
Not as cold. It does get wintry in Chihuahua. You get ice and stuff there and snow.
Now, someone emailed us this morning. I don't know if John has read it yet. Bud Mold sent us a bunch of hearts and a Mexican flag. Yeah. If they can rig a U.S. presidential vote. I can't even say it when I can read it. If they can rig, this is from Jim, if they can rig a USA presidential vote, what is left?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So,
anyways, someone emailed and she said that she had heard, she's from Canada and is quite worried about the vaccine passports that Trudeau wants to get going and blah, blah, blah. And she said that even though Obregon has said that they're not going to do them here, she said that there are places where she's heard that people are being asked for them or proof of vaccination. I haven't heard any of that. I haven't heard of any of that here. Tell me if any of you guys know if you've heard about that happening here in Mexico. I mean, maybe on the Baja because they are a little more Americanized. Maybe by the borders, but I haven't heard of anything that down here. So let me know if you guys have heard about any of that kind of stuff happening down here. Let me know.
Yeah. Who knows?
The vaccine passport thing is very irritating because I want to travel a lot more outside of Mexico.
Oh, it has absolutely nothing to do with the vaccine and everything to do with government control.
Of course.
They want to control our finances. I mean, we've got a pump and dump in the cryptocurrencies. All of that is going to be crashed because they're trying to bring in their own cryptocurrencies now because they want to track every single transaction.
Sheila said that Mazatlan is asking for it. So where in Mazatlan, like getting into the town, where in Mazatlan are they asking for it?
Yeah, I already know what I'm going to say. They may or may not understand it.
Oh, they will.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay, maybe. I'm just worried about my one-way ticket south when it's time. Once I'm down there, I'm not coming back. You know, I was talking to my mom and my stepfather about that, and I said, I have zero intention on going back to Canada. Zero. As long as the government continues to do what they're doing, I'm not going back.
No, the town of Mazatlan is asking for the vaccination passports.
Wow. So now we've got a really good way to market. Yeah, just keep driving past there and come here.
Unless you're vaccinated, then go live in Mazatlan.
Yeah.
But if you're not, come here.
Yeah.
Jolene said that she heard that in Cancun and Playa areas, we're going to be asking for the vaccination card, but not sure it's 100%, mostly rumors. And that is the thing. It's all rumors.
Mostly started by old white people.
Yeah.
Like, really. That's where most of this crap comes from.
Yeah.
Well, I heard and I know. And it is interesting, the Playa in Cancun, because they've got so many drug issues there right now. I mean, tourists are seeing the shootings, etc. That is brazen and brash.
Yeah.
And other BR words, brazen and brash. So tell us, what is on your mind? What did you guys do this weekend? We didn't ask you. I hope you did something that, proves that you're free to do whatever the hell you want when you want. I love the open carry laws in some of the states where you can just have a gun on your hip and just, hey guys, I'm legally carrying right now. I think we need to do that all over the world. Just to remind the cops, because one of these days the people are not going to come unarmed. One day they will be armed. That's not going to be a fun day, but who knows? We got to get something started here. So hopefully we can win with lawsuits, etc., start funding these guys. But if not, come to Mexico or get a gun. Get lots of guns. We know lots. There are American friends that I have, and God bless them. One person will have 30 guns. Like, that's fantastic.
We were told we might be asked in Colorado to enter restaurants. Never happened. Very little mask requirements. Yeah, they were just up in Colorado.
It's because they got weed there. Weed makes people funny.
Yeah, I just don't know what people are doing and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy.
It is. Who would have guessed that a year and a half ago we'd go from we just need you to stay home for 2 days or 2 weeks to now we need your papers. Give us your papers in a year and a half. No. It's just that is what's happened. It's BS, guys. Total BS. It's nothing to do with the virus. Nothing. It's everything to do with government control. So that is the nice thing about Mexico, though, and will continue to be the nice thing about Mexico is government is so small here, unless they go crazy on taxation. In Canada and the U.S., they have been going crazy on taxation, but over many years. So here, I think we've got some years left, and we have ex-military, those guys, they can have guns here. So let's hope that they care enough about Mexico, and you can also have guns in your home. You just can't get them to your home. It's a very strange thing. There is a legal place in Mexico City where you can buy guns. And apparently they've tripled in price over the last 2 years, just because I think more people want them. And that's the funny thing, right? So yeah, there you go. Is that it for today?
I think so.
Yeah, because this went really weird.
I don't like all the gun talk.
Hey, man.
This is not a free country. There's not a free world.
No, but America, we need you. We need you, America. You need to step up.
COVID is dividing us. That's very true.
It's not COVID. This has nothing to do with COVID. It has to do with the powers that be that use our color against us, that use our orientation against us, that use everything to segment people to the lowest common denominator because we are all the same. But wait a second. When you do that, all we do is we find out we are individuals. And unless you're willing to stand up for your rights, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. So yeah, we've had a great 18 years in Mexico. We will continue to have great years in Mexico. We would love to have all of our children with us here in Mexico because I really don't think Canada is going to end well. I really don't. That's too bad. But hey, man, who knows?
Wow. Okay. We're going to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us today, you guys.
Yes.
We will talk to you tomorrow.
We will see you in Mexico because it's a good place to be.
Bye.
Adios, guys.